you're listening to VORW, the voice of the Report of the Week. If you are tuned in, ladies and gentlemen, please let me know that you're out there listening. You can send me an email at vorwinfo@gmail.com. So that first song that you heard was a request from Miranda. That was the song Somersault by Royal Canoe. And following that was the song Red Barchetta by Rush. Now the request from Chad in Philadelphia. He asked if I could play that tune, as he mentioned it's one of his all-time favorite driving songs. I said I'll happily oblige, and that song was played, and it was from their 1981 studio album, Moving Pictures. I'd like to acknowledge a few more listeners. Brian in central Iowa was tuned to 93.95 kHz on his shortwave radio, and he reported a good signal measured at S9 plus 20, which for those of you that know the technicalities of signal strengths, that means it was a very clear, strong signal. So thank you, Brian. Hope you can tune in again. John in East Tennessee was tuned in. He wrote that he and his wife were listening on 7490 kilohertz on their Grundig Yacht Boy 305 receiver, and then they caught the last portion of the program on TuneIn. Janet in South Carolina is reporting in, and April in the Detroit area was also listening on the WBCQ web stream. She mentioned that she enjoyed the music mix. And finally, Maria also wrote in. She was listening, and she wrote, "Thank you for playing my song request." And our next music request comes from James. James said, "I'd like to request the song Clay by Hannah." Clay is Hannah Pessel's debut song under the name Hannah, that's in all capitals. It was written by her and co-produced by Michael Tucker, known professionally as Blood Pop, formerly Blood Diamonds, and it was first released on SoundCloud on May 12, 2015. Well, thank you for your request, James, and here is the song Clay by Hannah. Ladies and gentlemen, that essentially wraps up this program of VORW Radio International. If you are interested in tuning in next week, you may listen at the time of 12 hours UTC, that's 8 a.m. Eastern, on 98.75 kilohertz if you're in East Asia. At the time of 20 hours UTC, that's 4 p.m. Eastern, you may tune to 11.580 kilohertz if you're in Europe to hear the broadcast. At the time of 0 hours UTC, that's 8 p.m. Eastern, you may tune to 93.95 kilohertz, 68.55 kilohertz, and 74.90 kilohertz if you are located in North America to be able to hear the broadcast. You may also tune to the broadcast via TuneIn Radio, the TuneIn Radio app, or you may listen to pre-recorded programs on SoundCloud. Questions, comments, reception reports, and financial support may be sent to vorwinfo@gmail.com. I hope you may tune in again next week, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope you enjoyed this current program. I hope to see you again then. Well, our final music request, since we have a few minutes left, comes from Emilio. Emilio wrote that he tried to listen to the program on his receiver last week, but he couldn't really get a good signal at his location. Nevertheless, he would like to request some Mozart. He wanted to request this lovely segment from Mozart's opera, The Magic Flute. It is Queen of the Night. Thank you all, and take care.